They can't see us, they can't hear us either. Like the Crimson King and the White Cat snuck into the prison. Ooh, are we worth more? I think we're worth the same. Oh, no. Crimson King is his own wanted poster now. The Crimson King, huh? He's that new monstrum that showed up, right? Guess this means they really are in cahoots after all. Everyone's always talking about how cool he looks. I wouldn't mind meeting him sometime. All that aside, the fact of the matter is that they're breaking inmates out of the prison. What an awful fright. Who knows what kind of criminals those monstrums are freeing? Just what is the Roman garrison doing about all this anyway? As usual, the Hieroglyph Knights are the only ones we can depend on. Master Shadowlard would have rounded up those monstrums all at once. Makes you wonder why the Knights aren't in charge of guarding the city instead. Where's Homeboy Slice's wanted poster? Parks.
I see. So that's what happened in the prison. Anyhow, Adel, take a look at all this. I get that it makes it less conspicuous for us to be coming and going with people here and all. But I'm not especially excited about the whole hiding in plain sight idea. A bar, of all things. He might play the part of a quiet old man, but that Parks, he gets the job done.
Where did you get all of this stuff? How did you afford all of this stuff? Definitely not your average guy.
Yeah.
You think? There must be more to him than he's letting on. Well, it will make it easier to gather information from the booze hounds.
Nonsense. I couldn't have done it alone. Carla from Pendleton was of great help. And that was thanks to you, Adol.
That reminds me. Carla mentioned she knew trustworthy people who could staff the bar.
Is that so? I wonder who they are.
If I remember right, the bar manager was some guy. He should be here soon.
My word! Look at how gorgeous this place is!
Wow, it really is.
You must be Adol. And a doll you certainly are. You're even cuter than I thought.
Doll?
The way they pronounce Adol, I was going to make that reference. And once again, I just get beaten to the punch, Can a brother win around here?
Oh, Dopey. Of course I didn't forget about you. Those biceps are quite simply ravishing.
Oh, thanks, I guess.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Shantae. From here on, I will be your lovely bar manager.
He is something else, ain't he?
Maybe he's just what we need.
And I'm Yufa. I'll be your hostess.
Yufa is definitely a monstrum. She's Raging Bull, maybe? No, that's not Raging Bull. She's one of them.
I can't wait to start working with everyone.
Whew, she seems harmless at least.
Good. Now that we're all here, as manager, I wish to discuss the first order of business.
She seems harmless, at least. That's the cue that she's a monstrum. I'm telling you.
Without one, a bar wouldn't be a bar at all.
And what's that?
My dear Adol, why don't you take a guess?
I don't know about Shantae yet. Shantae. Luckily, the guards are wearing headphones, jamming to Yee's 8 OST. I think I listened to that not too long ago. By not too long ago, I mean at least a couple of months ago. It's gotta have some drinks, some juice.
Oh no, but so close. The booze comes after we decide on the menu. Give up? The answer is simple. What the bar needs is a proper name.
You're right, Shantae. A name is important.
Don't worry, I picked out a perfect name just for you, Adol darling. Are you ready for this?
I hope it's not something inappropriate.
I heard you travel quite a bit, Adol. But because of your predicament, you're no longer able to do so.
Oh, you don't say.
You're a flower capable of planting your roots anywhere, no matter how barren or harsh. And when spring arrives, a cute, robust yellow flower will bloom. Soon after, it becomes a fluffy cloud of little seeds that float into the wind on a new journey. You, my dear Adol, are a dandelion, and that's what this bar shall be called. I was aghast when Carla told me what happened to you, but I will do everything I can to help you float into the wind again.
Dandelion, huh? I like the sound of that.
You see, I was confident they'd be great. They're perfect for the job.
I don't know the exact words, but something along the lines of toss a coin to your witcher.
Yeah, I have to say, I was skeptical, but I think we'll be just fine.
I'm glad everyone's happy. By the way, Adol darling, I have a message for you from Carla.
Les petites fleuristes.
Oh, hello, Adol.
A small flower? Something like that? What are you up to? Touching other people's flowers and stuff like that? Shouldn't you be, doing your own thing?
I guess there's no use hiding it. The truth is, I've always wanted to open a flower shop.
Why a flower shop?
Well, you see, I was relying on the White Cat's powers, hoping it would help people. But it wasn't helping anybody. Not truly. All this time, I was either hiding behind the Pendleton name or the White Cat. That's why I decided to do something. Not as a member of Pendleton, nor the White Cat, but as me, Krisha. I'm doing this for myself.
You're not afraid of the hard work? What kind of question is that?
Well, I managed to build the shop and pick these flowers by myself so far. I wanted to give it a personal touch. And best of all, I can consult for my own business free of charge.
Oh, what are you gonna do when nobody buys your flowers and you gotta throw them away and all of a sudden you're out of merchandise because your merchandise dies every 24 hours? I support your decision though. You wanna go out there, try to make a name for yourself? You have the ability to do that. Just, sometimes it will fail and, then you'll be living in Shantytown.
Thank you, Adol. Before this, everything I did was a result of a decision someone else made for me. But you're different, Adol. You travel on a road to your own destination. And if a road doesn't exist, you make one.
It's totally cool. Get out of here. That's what adventurers do.
Yes. I think you've inspired me to be brave. Like you, Edel.
Look, they're building something new here.
Are you opening a shop here?
Yes, ma'am. It'll be open for business very soon. I hope you'll all have a chance to visit. What kind of shop is it gonna be?
It's already a lovely sight for sore eyes in this dreary part of town.
Wait. So, as the White Cat, she was giving out free money to people so that, they could live a happier life with more money. But then she saw that these people who didn't have money to spend on, the essential things like food, and clothing and things like that, were I guess, gorging themselves on things that didn't matter, and, were spending it on like gambling and alcohol and stuff like that. And she's like, this is not good, I need to do something different. So she decides to open up a flower shop for the people that she used to give money to. So now she's going to take money from the people that she was helping. And the thing that she's going to give in return are some Sokofu flowers. That's insane. That's insane. Like, literally the exact opposite. I guess, well, once you pick the flowers, they basically are trash. So, you're not really getting anything. $4D business move.
Thank you for doing this, Adol. It seems this is just what she needed to finally take that first step. She's a smart girl with so much potential, but she's too kind for a place like Pendleton. The company's success is driven by sheer capital and steep profit margins. There's no need for her to be forced into that kind of environment.
You really love your sister. I ain't gonna say this, I don't know where she belongs.
It's merely a pragmatic observation. Despite her gentle nature and the fact that she's adopted, we're actually quite similar.
He's adopted?
Oh, I suppose I haven't told you. But whether or not we share the same blood is of little significance to me. I wouldn't treat her differently for something as trivial as that.
Thanks for helping out with our, our new crib, new spot.
There's no need for thanks. Think of it as a favor returned for helping Krisha and me. Since you'll be in Balduke for a while, I'm sure we'll meet again soon.
Interesting. So this is the adventurer Adol Kristen.
Oh, Kristen. The generous White Cat would hardly be seen again in the shantytown. Naturally, some of the residents expressed their resentment toward her, but the positivity of a single voice resonated over them. That voice belonged to Krisha, cheerfully advertising the day's freshest arrangements. It was the first budding flower of many more to come in the shantytown. Meanwhile... My head's killing me. How long have I been out for? Looks like I'm in a prison cell. It's so quiet in here. Take a look around. I haven't saved in a while. The bar expenses got paid from our savings account? Yeah. Not a chance. Appears to be something shimmering on the floor. Extended his arm with all his might, reeling the shiny object in with his fingers. Extendo!
You're finally awake.
Who are you?
As you can see, I'm a guard.
Thank you, Mr. Guard. How long have I been here?
I'm afraid I don't know. I've just been assigned to watch you.
What's gonna happen to me?
Sorry, but I don't have the answers you want. I'll bring you food and water, and I'll check up on you on my rounds. Don't try anything funny, okay? Even if you somehow get out of that cell, you'll never find your way out of the prison. Recently, some monstrum called the Crimson King supposedly snuck in. There was a big fuss about it, but we're safe here. No one gets in or out.
So, even before this conversation, I had an idea that popped into my head. And it's that, now that I'm thinking about it, doesn't quite make a lot of sense, but I'll roll with it. When you become a monstrum, that doesn't mean that, it splits you in half or something like that. And then you have, your human form, and then you have your other form that's also human monstrum thing. And the prison is somehow related to all of that. It sounds insane when I say it out loud, though. I'll just ignore that for now.
We're in the most secure part of the prison, the special sector.
I guess you can eat the flowers? You can use them as medicine. Wow. Twilight shards. Few days later. The dandelion. Oh yeah, it seems like Manager I didn't get my toss a coin to your Witcher reference, but you'll get it someday. I think someday The Witcher will make an appearance on stream. Because I feel like someday that'll happen. So you must be the alter ego of the White Cat, huh? Don't take this the wrong way, but I was expecting someone more outgoing. Sorry to disappoint. Thought that if I talked a certain way, I might gradually become more like that. That's why he sounded different. I also didn't think Adol would find out the way he did. I'm just happy that you felt comfortable enough to visit as is. This bar was designed to be a secure location where monstrums can collaborate. You'll be safe here. Make yourself at home. Thank you very much. I didn't know the prison was in such a rough state. We'll need to find you guys a way to check out the other sectors. That's not all. I have new information to report. Not long ago, I was digging through a list of prisoners for the past 6 months. I discovered that some people were detained despite having no charges. They're arresting people who haven't done anything wrong, those bastards. I wonder how many innocent people are there now. Currently, at least 5 that I know of. Still, that's too many falsely convicted citizens to be a simple faux pas. Your friend, is he one of them? Yes. What if we break into the prison? We might find him there. Oh, that's right. What do they look like? Can you tell me their names? Right, I don't know. But any information you find could help. Adol, be on the lookout for anybody who looks like they might be one of them, okay? Here I thought Balduke was supposed to be a safe place. Speaking of which, I hear one of the Monstrums is particularly dangerous. He will supposedly attack anyone bearing any semblance of a warrior unprovoked. The feral hawk, right? Oh yeah, what's he like? Well, how to put this? He's aggressive and rowdy, with a bad temper to boot. He's not even afraid of the Roman soldiers or the hieroglyph knights. He's also been especially unruly when he gets drunk. Now that sounds like a guy you lock up and drop the key into the ocean for. Believe me, Warden Belger has been trying for a long time. The warden is a virtuous man. Yeah. For the time being, Adol, your goal is to undo the barriers around the city. You should also search for other ways to sneak into the prison. I'm coming with you. Let's go, Adol. Is there also a Dandelion Bar? No. But, like, the reference goes deep, you know. It goes real deep. Especially because I'm referencing not only one thing, but another thing, and then a thing that other thing does with the thing, and it just goes. Oh, Adol, I nearly forgot. There's something I wanted to show you. It's an antique lantern or something. It does look like it's gone through a lot, doesn't it? Funny story. Last night, on my way home from the shop, a woman approached me. She was dressed in black. Said her name was Aprilis. Out of nowhere, she hands me this weird-looking lantern. Lantern of Crossing, she called it. Said I could use it to help the Crimson King. With a lantern? Hey, if what she said was true, then it must be able to. The Grimwald Nox you were just talking about. It's like an alternate world Monstrums are forced to fight in, right? Apparently anyone, Monstrum or not, can get into the Grimwald Nox with this lantern. So I figure, hey, what's there to lose? If it's something I can use to help you, then it's alright in my book. Reminds me of the Isle of Seiren. I'm not 100% sure which game the Isle of Seiren was, but it sounds familiar to me. Maybe it was 8? Ah, yes, it was 8. Yeah, it's just like raid battles at Castaway Village. Oh, let's not talk about Castaway Village, okay? Let's just never mention that again. And the raid battles especially. And that's not all it can do. This lantern can recreate instances of the Grimwald you've encountered in the past. If you think that's something you'd want to check out, come see me. One last thing. Turns out there's a use for those Twilight Shards you've been picking up. With this lantern, you can exchange them for something that might come in handy. That about sums it up. Keep giving it the good fight out there, alright? The Dandelion, a prime location for your hideout. Before you venture into the city, speak to your friends in the Dandelion first. companions who support Adel's Monstrum activities will gather at the Dandelion. Make the most of the Dandelion as your base of adventure. Members of the Dandelion will provide support during Grimwald Nox battles. Affinity level. Ooh. Use the Lantern of Crossing to exchange Twilight Shards for items and materials. Excess Nox gauge will be converted into shards at the end of each story segment. Stored as a special material in the other tab, fill the Nox gauge by defeating lemurs and completing quests. This costs 27. Special material. Apparently I have a defense elixir. I need to use one of those. Give me a holler if there's something I can do. Use materials to instill and enhance relics to assist you in Grimwald Nox battles. Ritual relics are placed in the field automatically. New relics will unlock. Yeah, this is... I don't want anything to do with all of this stuff. Mounds of Grimwald Nox of the past.
Good work out there.
Yeah, that's all great. That reminds me, Dogi informed me that you were putting together a map of Balduke. It just so happens that I, too, am curious about the topography of this region as a whole. It would be wonderful if you could share your progress with me ever so often. What's in it for me? What's in it for me? I can't remember the lyrics to my own verse. Sakafoo. It's like uncork. It's something with a cork. Anyways. How astute of you, Adol. Yes, I'm prepared to compensate you sufficiently for your efforts, of course. Were you not a fugitive and a clumsy clod, I'd not hesitate to lend you a hand. Alas, I must depend on you to gather information in the prison. Complete your map by exploring, then report in to Parks at the Dandelion. I wish they would, make this gamification a little bit, like, just put a little bit more effort to making it make more sense, you know? If I just released you from prison, and you know what you gave me? You gave me a thank you. But now you are holding valuable items? That could help me on my adventure as a gate for a map exploration, you know? It's just like, at least say like, oh, I know somebody who would be very interested and will pay handsomely, you know? If you find this information, give it to me, and I will relay it to them, and I'll see to it that, you know, you get paid for your efforts. You know, like, come on. Every 10%.
Let's see here. Well now, this is wonderful.
That may very well be the paradigm for cartography in the region.
It's not much, but here.
Show me your map again.
Have a moment? Let's have a... It doesn't seem...
What am I at? Oh, I'm at 10%. Or 11%. Oh, more side quests have popped up. So this is... Well, I need to... Yeah, that's not helpful. So this has not turned into a blacksmith spot. Unfortunate. Used to pronounce dandelion as dandelion, where you learned it was wrong some years ago. I say pronounce things the way you want to pronounce them. You know, a lot of people swear by melee. And, you know, for a while, you know, just like, I'm tired of fighting the good fight. So I'll switch to melee. But now I'm back on melee. We melee over here. The bulletin. People are doing a very poor job of actually making sure that their papers stick to the bulletin, you know? It's like, why are they all diagonal and stuff? Is this paper mache? Hey, Adel, could I grab you for a moment?
Yeah.
What you want? Great. Shantae wanted me to show you something. Ta-da. This is where we're putting all the requests we get. What kind of requests? I'm glad you asked. In the past few days, the Crimson King has made quite the impression on Balduke. It's gotten to the point where some people want him to help them with things. These requests are posted right here on this bulletin board. Shantae said that completing them could improve the Monstrum's reputation. This doesn't make any sense. Everybody's terrified of the Monstrums. Why would they be asking the Monstrums for help? On top of that, wouldn't, you know, all the guards and police in this city eventually notice that there's a bulletin board here where Monstrums frequent to help people? You know, like, this just seems ridiculous. Whether or not you want to do them is up to you. But be sure to check the bulletin board whenever you come by the dandelion, okay? Well, make up your mind, like, if I want to do them, you know, if I don't want to do them, why do I gotta check the bulletin board? Hidden quests, however, won't appear on the bulletin board. There's hidden quests? Suckers. Hello there, Adel darling. As you can see, the dandelion is absolutely bursting at the seams. Hopefully, it's not just a fad. We have only just opened. It'll be my job to win the hearts of every customer so they keep coming back. Well, that's right. You're going out for your work, aren't you? You'll need to keep your energy up, so let me know if you're feeling famished. I'll prepare a fabulous staff meal made special for hard workers like yourself. Is now too soon to take you up on it? My, Adel. But you're so thin, where does it all go? You'd get tired of the food if you were always eating from the standard menu, so I thought you'd enjoy it more if the staff meals were different than the usual. You know, It may be hard to believe, but I used to helm a kitchen in a pub once. All I need are recipes and main ingredients, and I'll make you whatever your heart desires. Oh, and we can't forget about the small shopping fee for the other supplies. Ah, yes. Yes. I'm the reason you're employed, and I'm the reason that you're potentially getting paid for doing the job that you're doing here. But for another part of your job, you are going to charge me to do it. It makes all the sense. Dang, it's not free? This is a business, my dear Adol. We have a responsibility to maintain it. Why don't you start with flour? With it, I can bake baguettes for you. I'm eager to see what kind of recipes you'll bring me, Adol darling. Preparing meals is cheaper than buying them from a store. Chain recipes can be handed over to Shantae.
Anything catch your eye?
180? This is insane. This is insane.
Come back next time you need a bite.
Friends at the Dandelion will now be assisting you in various ways. You must dispel the magical barriers in order to continue your investigation. Barriers are dispelled by overcoming the Grimwald Knocks in a miasma vortex. Go to the main gates in the central district first, but keep an eye on the bulletin board. To relearn it, you had to think dandelion. So now you'll always tie the image of a dandelion to it. You know, I always had a lot of trouble spelling beautiful. Like the word beautiful. And you know what helped me? Was the movie Bruce Almighty, where he says B-E-A beautiful. And every single time that I need to spell beautiful, I think back to that movie and that particular line, and there you have it. I know how to spell beautiful. A miasma vortex will appear in front of a barrier once the Knox gauge exceeds 100. Knox gauge. See, the Knox gauge, it's kind of hard to tell. Like, to me, it's pointing towards the moon. But it seems like it's probably pointing towards the little symbol beneath the moon. How to fill the Knox gauge. Complete quests, large increase. Defeat lemurs, small increase. Lights up after 100 points. Miasma vortex appears before a barrier. So what the game is telling me is, in order to progress the main story, I'm required to do side quests or waste my time with these little, invasions.
How do we get there?
I don't approve. Agricultural district. Fountain Plaza in the Central District. I don't think I can, accept these. What are you doing in here? Better not be stealing our stuff to fund your evil flower thing. I spoke with Dogi earlier. I'm going to help him organize the equipment. Thought I could put my inventory management and finance experience to good use. Very loud. I know that I won't always make the right choices, like what I did in the shanty town. But if I do my best to help people with my flower shop, then I'll continue to grow too. Of course, I'm thankful that I have friends like you to support me. Are we friends? Thought we were coworkers. Looking for the suspicious customers. You sure it's not suspicious if you post requests to the king right in front of your store? Is there a king in this place?
It's the Monstrums!
How are things going? You're quite the explorer. Here's a little something for you.
Hey. Bone Chick Slice has no HP. I need to get rid of elevation info. That just getting in the way. Can I get this treasure chest yet? Nope. Alright, let's see how many this gives me.
Here they come!
Leave it to me! No, you don't! I'm flying!
3. Yeah. This is gonna be a suckafoo. Still have trouble pronouncing dough? Now that we speak of flour? Duff, dow, though? Dough.
I'm at a loss.
Dough has never been an issue for me. There's a couple other
Got it!
words that I can't think of right now, but I definitely do have trouble with them. I wish I could think of them though, because now that we're talking about it. Suckafoo.
A treasure chest!
Treasure chest up here, though. Wasn't expecting all of that. Also wasn't expecting them to let me up here.
Leave it to me!
We did it!
Why is that so loud? Makes you think of some older Russian words, like the general polite greeting. It is written very different than how it's being pronounced. But aside from a few of those old words, most words are actually written exactly as they're spoken. In English, we have a very big problem with words like words will be pronounced differently. We'll have words that are pronounced the same as other words that are spelled differently, or spelled the same, like tear and tear. Like that stuff drives me insane.
I'm at a loss.
Well, that pain of yours hasn't gone away for a while, Jake. Why don't you just go to the clinic already? I told you, I'm perfectly fine. Stop overreacting. There's no need to bother the doc over some belly aching. Say that now, but I know you'll change your tune in the second it gets worse. Is everything okay here? You're Kaya, right? The one who put in a request at the bar. Oh, I suppose you must have seen it then. Yeah, something about the people around here getting sick lately. That's right. Whatever it is, it hit poor Jake here just this morning. Oh, stop it. What kind of farmer worth his salt cries to the doctor or something like this? Not this. Oog. Steady there, Cropper. Quit trying to look tough. Anyway, we don't know where this came from or how to stop it. The knights in the garrison both say they're too busy to investigate. Could we ask you two to try and find out what's causing all this? Sure. Well, thank you. Your help means a lot to us. Not at all. We've never just leave someone in the need to suffer. So the pain started this morning. Have you eaten anything unusual lately? Nope, not that I can recall. Started my morning farm work the same way as I always. With a fresh loaf and a cup of water. Must be the water. Thinking the same. That bread would have been just baked after all. Has to be the water. I mean, just because it was baked doesn't mean that nothing could have been inside of it. You know, like, come on, man. Speaking of which, it was probably drawn from that well over there, right? But we used that well for the farm, too. We'd be in big trouble if it were infected. In that case, it's probably worth a quick investigation or two. You should take Jake in to go see a doctor, Kaya. We'll go check out the well while you do. Alright, we'll do just that. Thanks again, kiddos. Sorry for all the bother. Well, here's the well, and a pretty well-worn one at that. Guess the people here never really needed to get their water anywhere else. Check inside. Well, that's okay. Guess there's no other way to investigate it, though. You can go whenever you're ready. Safety save. You know, English is a mess. Red and red? Yeah. There's also read and red, which are pronounced differently but spelled the same. It's stupid. Redded.
Leave it to me!
Let's go!
Hey, don't look. What are these? Mushrooms? How did they get in here? Those look like mushrooms to you? Forget it. Let's get rid of them. Ooh. I wanted to be cheeky and be like, ah. I am gonna die. Mostly because these guys are cheating. I say I can't really seem to get a perfect dodge going on here. Alright, I'm actually going to die. Oh, that's the level thing. Okay, well. Just changing the camera angle would probably be helpful.
All charged up.
Is Adol a kiddo? You're gonna ask how old he is by now? He is infinitely like 20 years old. The guy does not age. You know how many adventures he's been on that's gone the span of like 30 years? Who'd have thought there'd be monsters inside this well? It must have been contaminating the water. No wonder everyone's been getting sick. There's not a lot of water in this well. Just throwing that out there. Judging from the interior of the well, the monsters haven't been here very long. As far as you can tell... see, there it goes again. As far as you can tell, residents should be able to use the well like normal again. Well, that settles that for now. Let's go tell Kaya and Jake about what we found. I feel like this is not how a well is supposed to look. But you know what? What do I know? Look over there. There you are. These herbs will get that stomach of yours all better in no time. Pain should go away, but promise me you won't overdo things, alright? You should call it a day and get some rest. You're a real lifesaver, Doc. I'll be sure to take it easy for today. Can't thank you enough, Doctor. Well, you're back. How did things go? You recount the strange events that occurred within the well. I think I'm going, for now, I'm going to attribute this to a translation kind of thing. You know, I don't know if it's an error or on purpose, but it is kind of weird. There was what in the well? Telling me I've been drinking monster bathwater the whole time? Well, all's well that ends well. I feel like they did that on purpose. And because of that, you're a suckerful. Now we have nothing to worry about. I am curious, though. How did you two manage to get rid of them all? It wasn't so hard, really. Really now, I didn't realize you two were so strong. Oh, he's just kidding. The Monstrums were the ones who took care of them. Why would you say that? It's a well. Who else is gonna be in the well? Monstrums. Didn't even so much as notice them. Always found them a bit frightening, but maybe they aren't so bad after all. By the way, Jake, I'm glad you seem to be feeling better. And who's this? Alright, Kaya ran into the dock here over by the main gates. Thank heavens she did. To tell you the truth, I could hardly even walk. Probably because you spent all your energy trying to hide it. You're lucky you caught me just before I'd gone to visit Dr. Eric. So you're just here to visit? That's right, I'm a traveling doctor studying medicine across the world. Right, then Jake, remember not to strain yourself. Take him home and make sure he gets some rest, would you, Kaya? Oh, you can bet I will. But before I do, I have a little reward for you all. These are from our fields, fresh as can be. You enjoy them. Some fleur and some tomatillo. They look delicious. Thank you so much. Think nothing of it. It's the least we can do to show our thanks. Come on now, Farmer Jake. Let's get you back home. Why are you calling him Farmer Jake? That's disrespectful. All right, all right. Sorry for not introducing myself earlier, by the way. My name is, Saradi. 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 That's probably it. I'll be around town while I help out the clinic, so feel free to call if you need me. Of course, it's probably better if you don't need a doctor. But I get the feeling you two know your way around a little rough and tumble. Wait, what? In any case, I'd better go let Dr. Eric know about today's incident. Which Monstrum is Sarati? I don't think she looks like any of the Monstrums. I'll be seeing you two later. Wow, that's the coolest doctor I've ever seen. Seems really put together, kind of like Carla in a way. There's something else about her too, can't quite put my finger on it. Anyway, that just about takes care of that request. Let's be on our way, Adol.
That actually went pretty well.
Yeah, except for how loud that was. I got 30 from that. All right, we're making this change. System. I want the boom shakalaka. Okay. I assigned it to the wrong thing. At least I think I did. Maybe I didn't. You know, that's fine. That's fine. They're just here dancing, choreographing, and she's like being discriminatory, and I don't care what they are. Let's kill them. I say this sometimes, but sometimes it do be like that. Sometimes you just gotta be a sucker food. Elgar, you cantankerous lout. Let those monstrums go already. Cantankerous. There was wells like this in Dragon Quest as well. I feel like you did that on purpose. And you were confused how they could possibly draw water out of it with such low water level and no source. Well, if I were to hazard a guess on how wells are supposed to work, like rainwater seems to be a popular choice. But like those entire caves were made out of stone, so I don't know if you can claim rainwater on that one. I think it's Aprilis? I don't. I mean, I guess it's possible. I don't get the impression that it's her, though. Aprilis, she doesn't have, like, the darker skin that the doctor had. Lie at the Might of the Hawk. Ah, yes. That is for when we get a Hawk Dude someday.
We did it!
Am I supposed to talk to you? All I have to do is wait here. Then again, it was just a dream. It was all a dream. Where you used to read Word Up magazines. And, you know, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousines. Hello there, mister. Are you new in town? Wait, no way. Dark hair, red scarf? You really did show up. What are you talking about? Sorry about that. You probably weren't expecting some stranger to start going off on you like that. Oops. See, last night, someone dressed up just like you appeared in my dreams. In it, he handed me some azure petals right in this very spot. Azure petals? Guess that means you really are from out of town. There's this old fairy tale passed among Gleans. It's said that obtaining azure petals brings about fortune and joy to their holder. I don't know how much fortune and joy we've been having ever since I've been collecting these things. Sounds almost mystical, doesn't it? Maybe you've seen them before. Yeah, just like this one right over. Wait, no way. Where the heck did this even come from? I was about to say they're nothing more than just a superstition, but looks like I have no choice but to call myself a believer now. Mystical is right. You're telling me. This has to be like a sign from the gods or something. So if you find any, would you mind sharing some of their magic with me? Give you a nice reward if you bring me 10 of them. Deal? Deal. Happy searching. I think I got like 30 of these things. Alrighty. Treasure petals can be found scattered all about town. Use your gifts. For every 10.
Did you bring me some petals? You've made me one happy girl. I've just got to thank you.
By the way, my dad's a bit of an antiquarian. Sometimes he gives me some of the things in his collection, but honestly his treasures are kinda going to waste with me. So keep this up and I'll see about giving them over to you as a little extra reward. All you gotta do is bring any more azure petals you find back to me, okay? You'll have no trouble, I'm sure. You are, after all, an adventurer seasoned beyond your years.
How many did you... Wow! I've just got...
That is not a reward. This is always... Seeing nothing can stop your intrepid nature's stuff. Very trait. What are you saying? Apparently we're a stand-up guy now. How many more of these things do I have?
Did you bring me
I don't think I have 30. That's not nearly enough. 2 more. Okay, that's graffiti. Check out some treasure chests, I guess. It was time to mark 13 minutes ago, so let's mark.